welcome to my page. My name is CM Wati, and thank you for tuning in. My aim for this page is to just share my thoughts and knowledge about music and film, TV, and everyday music we listen to. So I'm going to do my best to make sure you enjoy what I'm trying to share with you and share stuff with me. Also, I would love to know what you guys are listening to, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. So the aim for today is to share or plug you in to UK artists that are delving into that R&B. Before we get into this, I'm going to shout out Mate Apparel, t-shirt check, bam, bam. Yeah, I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to have t-shirts that I'm vibing with and stuff. So yeah, Mate Apparel. I gotta show the back as well. Hold on. Oh. There we go. Hopefully you can see the beautiful design there. I'll give them a shout out because yeah, I'm vibing with the message that they're trying to put across. You know, in this day and age, you don't know what people are going through, so don't come with some attitude, just try and come with love, you know what I mean? So yeah, a stranger could be a mate, just show some love, a little bit of positive vibes, positive message, could always brighten a person's day. So yeah, just come with love. I'm gonna drop the link in the description. I'm an ambassador for him, so I'll slap on my code there as well, so you get like 20% off. I'm gonna say, please, right, so yeah, 20% off, and yeah, check what they got, and I'm sure you like it. Right, let's get into this. Artists. There's more than one, so I'm going to cover the first one first, which is Venna, aka Venna. And then I shall move on to Jack James after, but right now the focus is on Venna, aka Venna. So, artist, Venna. Song title, Sun, Moon and Herbs, produced by Venna and Marco Bernardis. Released the 6th of September 2021, and it was linked to his Technology EP, which is his project that he released. At that time, I would heavily advise you to listen to it, enjoy the sound. I'd say sonically, it sounds like a really good project, and I'd highly recommend you listen to it and give it a go. Do give that Technology EP a listen. I'm doing this a lot because the screen for my computing device is there, so apologies if I'm confusing any of these, but yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. So yeah, project Technology EP. Location, he's hailing from South London from what I've read. Occupation, he's a producer slash instrumentalist. His instruments, he learned the keys first at age 6 and then moved on to the alto sax, age 12. Artists he's worked with, so he has worked with Wizkid, Burna Boy, Black or Six, like some of you might know him as, Snow Allegra, Beyonce, J Hus, AJ Tracy, Nux, and more. I don't want to overdose you with information about that these people have worked with. You can go and find out for yourself, and you'll see the catalogue and who they're tied with. But yeah, do go and look for that information yourself. So other information or additional information. So I found out that he worked on Burna Boy's project African Giant back in 2019. Well, that's when it dropped, and it received the Grammy nomination in 2020 because he worked on the song Anybody. You must know what Anybody on BT. That wasn't the one I wanted you to run. I wanted you that's good enough. But yeah, you can hear the tune in the background now. Checking out to, that's, yeah, anybody, I'm sure you would have just known it from when I just said it there and then. Yeah, so he worked on that with fellow UK producer P2J. I want to dive in deep with P2J because I've seen his name around for quite some time, and yeah, I just love to dive in deep, especially people from the UK, because I feel like they don't get enough love. Yeah, they received a Grammy nomination for that. Didn't win at the time. A year after, he actually won a Grammy for the work he did on Twice's tour. And again, he collaborated with P2J. He worked on the song Alarm Clock, which I learned was co-produced by Timbo, and I also found out that Mr. Anderson .Paak, so Anderson .Paak, I feel like a lot of you might just know him after he's collaborated with Bruno Mars, you know, Silk Sonic, but the real OGs will know him prior to that. Yes, Lord! I don't want to be hitting the notes because I can't really hit the notes, but yeah, that's his like tagline that people know him by. But yeah, Mr. .Paak. Yeah, learned that he did the drums and that. So yeah, apologies. You might notice that I'll go off on a tangent. That's just me being me. It's how I roll. So yeah, be wary. I mentioned Beyonce was one of the people that you worked with on that list I gave you. And from what I read, he worked on the project that Beyonce did for The Lion King live action, because she obviously voiced Nala, the love interest to Simba, aka Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover. Some of you might not know him by his actual name, so I mentioned Childish Gambino there as well. My guy. Yeah, he worked on that project with her. It's not just a talented sex offenist, I say he's a talented musician in general, so please do keep a lookout. I say his most recent thing he would have done is working with Nux, because they collaborate quite a bit and they're cool like that. He worked on Nux's latest project, his debut album actually, Alpha Place, linked to the area that Nux grew up in, which is also in Kilburn. He produced quite a few tracks on there, and that dropped on the 6th of May, so yeah, do give that a listen. I'm sure you've heard singles here and there that are off of that project, so do go out and look for it. Artist number 2, his name, Jack James, location, East London, occupation, singer-songwriter, vocals, yes, the vocals, it's a beautiful instrument when used properly, so get to know. Yeah, okay, yes. So yes, instruments, vocals, very talented young man, I must say. I want to say he's 23, 24, well, 98 was the year he was born, so he's either 24 already or he's on the verge of turning 24, so very talented young man, I must say. People he's worked with, obviously Venna, Nux is another one, Tiana Major 9, oh, yeah, she's another one I want to cover at some point. Oh, very, very talented musician, and yeah, from the UK also, so come on people, show some love. Kelly Clare and more. This brother, finding out information about him was a bit of a difficult one. Some additional information. Jack James did a color session. Please, you must know what colors. I say please, I'm sure everyone knows what colors is. I'm not liking the direction it's going in now, but that's a whole other debate. But when it first started, the premise behind it was beautiful. Young, up and coming musicians, a nice little platform to help them get recognized and, receive some more love that certain people might have not been able to find them. Whatever the traditional way is now, really YouTube and streaming services is the traditional way, but yeah, this was another platform to help those up and coming musicians to, reach a wider audience. So I liked, hopefully it's just temporary, but I liked what Colors was doing. So yeah, he performed Extroverted Lovers back in 2017 on there, and there's a sex offense with him in that, and that is Venna. And yeah, I'd say go give it a watch. And yeah, he keeps appearing on a playlist to listen to, and yeah, he's covering an Aaliyah song, Come Over, covered Aaliyah's song Come Over, and he done it beautifully. He did it his own way. He didn't try to copy or tarnish what Aaliyah was doing, and I really appreciate the way he covered that song. So job well done to him, I must say. I know he's been on tour with LMA and Mahalia, which is really cool. He's been in the game for quite some time, but I feel like he's still quite underground. He's a really talented young man, like I said, so please do look out for Joe James. Let's go to track 2.
I know you've got things to do. I do too. I just want to spend all my time with you. Feels so good. I'm so hard to impress. Don't leave me on this stretch alone. When I'm out at a party, I'm just excited to get home and dream about.
We all know who this is. I don't want to cover. I'll try and keep it short and sweet with the information I'm providing about Adele in particular, because I want to talk more about the track itself. Okay, so artist Adele, aka Adele Laurie Blue Atkins. Yes. Song title, All Night Parking Interlude. This was released back on the 19th of November 2021 off of her 30 album, which is an absolute beauty. And Adele has always been one to tackle a particular sound or a combination of particular sounds when it comes to her albums, and especially as she's moved on to the next one, you can hear how the sound remains the same, but it still changes in some way. I know people are always getting onto her about being, you know, a ballad artist, but I don't agree. Like you heard just there, she can mix it up when she wants to, and man, she's a G for that. Okay, so jeez, what time is it? Bruh, this thing's bugging. What time is it, bruh?
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Oh yeah.
You didn't have to go in that deep, bro. Like, just okay. So, moving on. Location. We all know that she hailed from, you know, North London, Tottenham. But I know she is based in LA now. Gotta get a crib up in California and that. Gotta do your thing. Occupation. Singer-songwriter, amazing instrument vocals, wonderful instruments, might I add. People she's worked with, the list was a bit of a madness, so I really had to try and cut it down. It's not like over the top, but you could see, like, yeah, the powerhouses she's worked with in this industry, and you can see why a lot of people would want to, you know, collaborate with Adele in some shape or form, so it's understandable. So Mark Ronson, Rick Rubin, Ryan Tedder, Bruno Mars, Max Martin, Greg Kurstin, Ludwig Göransson, my guy, Ludwig Göransson. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, my apologies, but he is an absolute G. More well-known composing for film, TV. He's the guy in that element, composing for all of that. Childish Gambino kind of broke away from that. They worked together on the TV show he was in at the time called Community. Ludwig was doing the score for that show particularly, and that's when the beautiful partnership and collaboration started up. Ludwig and Childish Gambino. Wanted to also throw out there that he also done the music for Black Panther, and I know people might take offense to a white person being in charge of composing a score for Black African movie, but I really rate what he's done. He's also, the sequel has recently dropped the trailer for it, and he's done the music for that also. But yeah, what he's done for the first one was just wonderful, and he actually traveled over to Africa to get the real sound of the African instruments, and yeah, I just rate his work ethic. Sorry, again, blabbing on. Ludwig Göransson and many more. What can I say about the legendary Adele? let's mention the accolades she's won, for example. So what, 9 Brit Awards, 15 Grammys. She's won a Golden Globe and an Academy Award, aka an Oscar for, you know, the song she done for that James Bond film, Skyfall, like an Oscar under her belt. Shout out Billie Eilish, she recently won one also, and Phineas, they obviously won one also for the No Time to Die Bond film. She's doing bits as well, to be fair. She's got a long way to go. I say a long way to go. She's already like killing it with the, but yeah, she's gonna just keep going higher and higher and reaching crazy heights if, you know, she stays focused. I truly hope she does. And Phineas, I feel, deserves more love. Hopefully his work is gonna get shown more love also. So my apologies, let's continue. So let's carry on about the song that I chose. So the song itself samples a jazz piece called No More Shadows, which was released back in 1964 by the legendary Errol Garner. If you don't know who he is, please listen to some of the pieces he's composed. It's just, yeah, this like jazz pianist for me, I'm always in awe when listening to him. I would personally love to one day go to a jazz bar of sorts and just, pre these people, just vibe out, because the stuff that these people can do is just crazy. All musicians in general are crazy, I'll give you that. Like, I love music in general. I'm not like dissing all the other genres or all the other sounds that people might be involved in, but I'm just giving my props to jazz musicians right now, and they say it's dying, but for me it will never die. It's always influenced in whatever we listen to. Jazz and blues, heavy influences in life. But yeah, No More Shadows by Errol Garner, to show respect to the legendary American pianist, jazz pianist Errol Garner. They gave him credits, so he's credited as a featured artist on this song. And I didn't actually take this in. I don't get why I never took it in at the time, but after I actually deep dived in, I was like, yeah, it's always just her. So marks the first time an artist has appeared on a standard album which is released by Adele. Think about it. A lot of people giving J. Cole props for having a whole album of just him and him. But Adele's been doing a whole album of just her for a hot minute, and yeah, show her some love. But yeah, she's been doing that ish from day one. And yeah, so I feel like it's really beautiful that she did that. And yeah, really appreciate that. The reason why I chose this record, I know people might think, oh, you know, it's not really an R&B song, but if you listen to it, the beat itself is a lo-fi beat, yes. Some people might bug out thinking it's a trap beat. Yep, it's cool. Whatever you think it is the beat, but the way Adele tackles this song, the way she hits it with the vocals, it gave me like an R&B soul influence and vibes. And take away the beat, just listen to the vocals itself, you hear a lot of soul behind it, and that is why I chose this record. So yeah, do give 30 a listen. There's just many great songs on that project. Okay, so thank you for tuning in, for seeing this face, for listening to this voice, and it's highly appreciated, and I shall try my best to be on it. So thank you for tuning to Let Me Plug You In, UK edition. I've been your boy C, M-Y-T. You could be tuning in from anywhere, so good morning, good afternoon. I don't know how to sign good evening, but I do know how to sign good